want to know my occupation? I get paid to rock the nation. Roland
from our Washington, D.C. studios, Roland Martin. Good morning.
My people, hope you had a great Memorial Day weekend. It's all good. It's all good. Tom, 2 weeks from now, the murder trial, George Zimmerman, the death of Trayvon Martin will take place in Florida. It is much anticipated. But what's quite interesting, you've been hearing about all of this so-called evidence that has been released last week. His attorneys released so-called evidence in this case. And so we want to turn to Ben Crump, the attorney for Trayvon Martin's family, to get his perspective on this. Is Ben there?
I'm here, Roland. Good morning.
Ben, so good morning. So for our audience who heard about this evidence, they released a photo of someone holding a gun, a photo of a marijuana plant. They said came from these images from Trayvon's cell phone. That's not actually evidence in this case, correct?
Absolutely not, Roland. This information released by Mark O'Mara, and the press has not called it that. They've accepted everything that he has released as the gospel. All these photographs did not come from Trayvon Martin's phone. They got these photographs from different social media outlets. This information is not admissible. It is not irrelevant. It is Brady evidence, which means it's exculpatory. It does nothing to prove George Zimmerman's guilt or innocence in this matter, and we think it's a pathetic attempt to pollute and sway the jury pool.
So what the attorney is really trying to do is the attorney is hoping that the judge will allow them to put Trayvon on trial because they want to create this sort of this image of him being a thug, of him being somebody who was a criminal, as opposed to what took place to lead up to Zimmerman to look at him and say, man, he looks suspicious.
Absolutely, Roland and Tom. It's nothing new that George Zimmerman lawyers are doing. They're trying to vilify the victim to say it is justified what George Zimmerman did. Trayvon Martin did not kill anyone. He did not have a gun. He did not get out of his car and chase anybody. He's not on trial here. But they are trying to play on the fears of America, of young black males, and they have engaged this stereotypical racist mentality, which is right in line with what George Zimmerman did the night he got out that car to chase Trayvon Martin.
Hey, Ben, I don't understand this. I'm just a DJ. How are you going to select a jury with all of this so-called evidence leaked to the press?
Well, Tom, you're just a DJ. I'm a country lawyer, and I get it. In the information age, everybody knows everything about cases. But what we believe in the jury system, if people are truthful and tell us about their biases during jury selection, and they answer the judge truthfully, they say they can follow the evidence, and only the evidence that comes in this court, then we believe if they follow that evidence, they will convict George Zimmerman of killing Trayvon Martin. But it's going to rely on them being honest and truthful, and we will then get a correct verdict in this matter.
Can you stop them from bringing this evidence out, or is there anything to be done before this, Ben?
Well, this evidence is not coming into court. They knew this evidence was not coming into court. They wanted to pollute the jury pool, pollute the mentality of America, play on the biases of young black men, try to paint all young black men as thugs, and it's so unfair to Tracy Martin and Sabrina Fulton.
And they can't be stopped?
Well, unfortunately, they can be called on it, but it is up to the Bar Association to determine whether they violated the ethical rules. Now, there is no question, Tom, that this was deliberate. They waited till after the jury notices have been sent out to the 500 prospective jurors who got it in the mail saying, oh, I might be on the jury, so they all watching the news more now, and then they put all this garbage out, and it's unethical and unfair, and it's just an attempt to confuse people.
And let's be clear, it is not evidence that they have released. Right. It is information. The judge has not even ruled that this information can be presented in trial.
And that's so important, Roland, as Attorney Nala Jackson keeps saying. They took this, what Mark O'Mara put out and said it's evidence, and they would never do that if the shoe was on the other foot. When you think about the other victims in the Jodi Arias trial, they treated his family with the utmost respect. Why is it when it's a black victim, they have a double standard?
Right.
Ben Crump, we surely appreciate it, man. Thanks a bunch. And obviously, it is a case that we'll be following every step of the way. Thanks a lot.
When does the trial start, Ben?
June 10th. Right now, they motions to continue. The judge is going to decide today.
Will it be on television?
All day long, Tom.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right. Thanks, Ben.